Hi, it's Chris from TimeToPlayMag.com, and welcome to our continuing conversation about toys for children with special needs. I'm joined by Emily Vanek, who is our special needs editor, who has in the trenches experience with her son and learned a lot over time, and she recommends a lot of great toys for us. So today, we're actually talking about types of toys and specific toys that are good for very specific things that you work on. So you have a lot that you work on with your son, lots of different things. So
yeah, we do fine motor senses. We do the whole gamut.
Right, and there are toys that help each of the different areas. So give me some examples. We talked about fine motor, and in one of our earlier conversations, we talked about Connect 4 for the pincer movement and fine motor. Give me some other fine motor toys.
Well, a new one that he's been playing with, well, it's not new, it's been around since I was a child, is Light Bright. He loves anything that lights up, so it keeps his attention, it keeps him motivated, and the fine motor of those teeny tiny little pegs he's got to put in is really, really good.
And it keeps his concentration, which is also important.
Right. Anything that, like I said, lights up for this child, he will just gravitate to. So he likes the different colors and the whole thing.
Now, what about gross motor, which is, the bigger arm, leg, walking kinds of things?
Yeah, I like push toys. I really like, last year, there was a Tomater bubble mower type of thing, and you used to push it, and the bubbles would come out, and he was just fascinated with that. Not only did the wheels spin for him, so that kept his interest, there were bubbles, and then he didn't even realize he was working on gross motor and walking by pushing that.
And how do you work with therapists and you practice stuff in your home. How do the therapists introduce toys? Do they introduce toys into the therapy?
Our in-home behavior therapist, she is amazing, and she just every once in a while will just bring out a new toy, and she says, you do toys for a living, so you should know about this toy, and she always finds one that I've never heard of before.
Oh,
it's great.
Isn't that great? And you also use iPads. You're a very tech mom. So what does the iPad help with?
I love the app Alien Buddies. It's my favorite one by ArtGig. And they have this where you drag and drop the alien. So you're actually doing fine motor and beginning of writing by using your finger to drag and drop the things down. And then you're also matching. It does colors, numbers, letters, sounds. The whole thing. He just started learning how to use the puzzle feature too, where they have 4 or 5 pieces and you have to drag and drop and match up the puzzles. So that's another great one.
And I have to point out that these are important aspects for typical kids
Correct.
as well. Doing a puzzle and being able to see in your mind's eye where something fits. That's not something that just kids with special needs need to do.
Right. My 8-year-old loves playing with Alien Buddies and loves playing with the bubble mower and that sort of thing too. So.
And what about stuff for language? I mean, I know language skills and language development. Are there any toys that you use in that area?
That's where I defer to anything Leapfrog.
Oh, really?
they are the best. We love the Fridge Phonics and the little phone that they have that, it says there's 3 flowers and then the dog sneezes and Brady just thinks that's the funniest thing in the world. He constantly is cracking up and saying sneeze, and he has to push it over and over. And what we thought is he was just stimming off of it, but now we realize he can now say the word 3 and he can say the word sneeze, which is something he didn't have before.
Now, when you say he was just stimming off of it, what's that in sort of layman's terms?
Where he gets really stimulated off of something and he wants to do it over and over again. A lot of autistic kids with the spinning of the wheels and that sort of thing. He likes the spinning. He likes anything that lights up. And he likes anything with Scout from Leapfrog.
But sometimes when you're doing that, you're also developing skills as well, right?
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so he'll take like a car that his brothers think is just a Hot Wheel car. Well, we line him up, and here's a red car, an orange car, a yellow car. So he's learning his colors just by playing with Hot Wheels.
And I mean, that's so important. I mean, kids learn so many, typical kids learn so many basic skills.
Right.
Sorting, categorizing, language, fine and gross motor skills. So really, you're just taking it really to the next level and really, really digging down a little deeper because you have to work on something.
Right, yeah, and it'll keep their interest. It's toys. What kid doesn't like toys?
Right, exactly. We've talked a lot about how important it is for parents to network and share information and support one another. Does that translate to toys as well?
It does. There's some parents that'll share one toy with me that I've never heard of, and there's other times I can share a toy with them. So it's a great way to learn about new toys out there and learn about different ways that certain toys can work with your kids.
And one of the things Emily does for us at TimeToPlayMag.com is she indicates what toys may be helpful for kids with special needs. So come if you visit our reviews, we have a special needs section, but also in other toys you'll see a special needs logo. Click on that and it'll show you some of the experience that Emily has had with helping that to work for kids. And of course, come visit us at any time at timetoplaymag.com, and do join us for more of these conversations on kids with special needs.